Hello hackers, welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be learn about the web technologies. Basically it is designed for ethical hackers and cybersecurity students who want to learn cybersecurity. And if you are a new my channel, don't forget to subscribe it because I upload a lot of videos of ethical hacking and cybersecurity. If you are a new my channel, don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon for getting the latest videos regarding cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So today we will learn about web technologies, that is the part of web hacking. And if you want to become a web penetration tester, so this part is very helpful for you. And let's see what is the web technology and how it works. So in this lecture we will learn about the introduction to the internet and web. All right, so what is an internet and what is world wide web, what is the web architecture and how it handle, which kind of protocols it's use. Okay, so now let's start from the web technologies. And if you are a beginner, then this is very helpful for you now. So let's start. So first of all, introduction to the internet. What is an internet? Basically it's a global network that interconnected computers that communicate using TCP IP protocol. Basically it means what is an internet? It's a global network that in which the computers are connected to each other and share their resources using TCP and IP protocol. Okay, so this is a protocol. It's a set of rules that helps to communicate that nodes. All right, and we will explore TCP IP later. And the next is it evolved from 1969. And the protocols are which kind of protocols they are using on the web, like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SMTP, POP3, DNS, IP, okay, RFTP. So these kind of protocols are using in web applications. Now internet. Okay, so internet is not equal to web because the internet is equal to network and web is a service. All right, so internet is a network that helps to communicate or connect with one node to another node, whereas the web is a service that provide as a UI. And you can if let's example this this one is a website. All right, let's suppose some kind of website, Google search engine. So basically this is a web. Okay, these are the web. And internet, that your router, your cable that helps to connect with one node to another node. Okay, we will learn later each and everything about the internet. Okay, so this is only a short video, a short description about these things. Okay, so just learn it. So now IP address, basically it's a unique address on the internet of your device that helps to reach one device to another device. All right, so DNS, basically a domain name system. It is a conversion of domain. Basically it helps to convert your domain name into the IP address that helps to reach to the accurate server. All right, let's suppose you want to access google.com. So you know the domain of that google.com, but you don't know the IP address. So when you enter the google.com, it will go to the DNS server and it will resolve into the IP address, and then your browser render your page. Okay, so this is the DNS. I will explain each and everything with the diagram and later. So just only learn this only. Okay, so now what is the world wide web? Okay, so basically the www is a world wide web. It is invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 and used HTTP protocol to transmit web pages written in HTML. Okay, so basically it's established from it is our internet. Basically web service basically starts from the HTTP, and after that After that we will use https and then tls. All right, so these three protocols that helps to transmit a web pages written in html. All right, and works on the client server model. What is client server model? Basically, one side is a client, like when you're requesting, you are a client, and who capture or who receive a request, that is server. So basically it's a server client server model. I'll explain each and everything. Okay, so don't worry. Request response cycle: basically browser request page and server process and send back to the request. So this is called a request response cycle. Got it? And here is a status code. There are a multiple status code. 200 means okay, 404 means not found, 500 means server error. All right, so this is the basic part of the www, and the above is internet and web. I hope you got it. So next is web architecture. What is a web architecture? Basically it's a web components like browser, mobile application that helps to send the request, basically client or server. Now, so in the web components there are, first is client. So client is basically it send the request. Let's suppose you are accessing or you are watching the video on the YouTube, so you are a client, and the YouTube server is a web server. All right, so web server processes the request like Apache, Nginx, IIS. So these are the web server. Apache and Nginx is a Linux server, and IIS is a Windows server. Now application server handle the business logics. Database server that helps to store the data and retrieve data from the database. Okay. So now type of architecture, two type of architecture. The first is client and server, and the second is, and the three tier of server means client. Three tier of server means client, application server, and database. All right. Now we have a multiple methods to fetch a data from the web server. The first is get, second is post, third is put and delete. Get is to retrieve the data, and post to send the data, put to update the data, and delete the data. Now other concepts are like cookies, sessions, caching. Basically cookies that helps to store a small data in your browser, and sessions store data temporarily on the data. Basically, session is a small piece of code that helps to maintain connection between you and the server. Caching, basically it saves the pages for a faster loading. Now, this next third unit is HTML. What is an HTML? Basically, HTML is a markup language that helps to structure the page, web page basically, and this is the example of HTML. We will learn later HTML, and also we will learn about some frameworks that helps to create your web applications, and also you can testing your web applications. Okay, so these are the tags. So just see the web technologies. All right, just try to understand what is a web technology, what you have to learn first before starting the web application penetration testing. All right, so the next is HTML5. Basically it's the version, it's the latest version of HTML. There is a semantic tags and multimedia new input types. All right, so the next is CSS. Basically HTML is a base. Okay, it's a flow chart, and then CSS is used to design to the HTML page, like if you want to put color, shapes. Okay, so using CSS you can do this. So use style HTML elements like color, layout, and fonts. So you can use CSS cascading style sheet. So this is the example of code. Okay, so basically the types of CSS is inline, internal, and external. Inline means basically you can write in the one line, or you can say in the head tag here, and if you want to internally, you can simply add your script inside the HTML page, and externally you can create your particular file of the CSS and then attached with that HTML page. Now the layout technique means layout techniques are margin, border, padding, content. Okay, so we will learn later. Now the second thing is JavaScript. Basically JavaScript is a client side scripting. You have to learn it for finding an XSS and the logical bugs. Okay, so programming language to make a web application interactive. Basically if you want to add some features of interactive features, pop up, all right, and DOM, so you can use the JavaScript. You can see here DOM objective document objective model basically allow access and manipulate of the HTML structure, so you can use as JavaScript. Now these are the events: on click, on change, on mouse over. So these are the events. There are multiple events that helps to create your XSS payloads inside JavaScript. So here is a modern JavaScript. Now ES6 feature that let const, arrow function and template literal. I already upload a video. I have already uploaded the video on my YouTube channel about JavaScript, so you can see here. So AJAX means asynchronous data loading, and JSON data exchange format. Basically JSON is a format that helps to provide or render the data on your web application. Now unit 6 is for server side technologies. So these are the server side technologies. First is PHP, it's a language. Second is Node.js, and also you can use Python as well. So basically server side scripting that helps to run a web server on that helps to run the server or before sending a page. Okay, so basically it handles the logic behind the web application. Next is database and web integration. It's a fourth layer of the web application. It's a database that stores your data, and by using this there are two type of database like MySQL or NoSQL. MySQL is use a tabular form to store a data, and NoSQL is a object form. So this is the example of no MySQL, and MongoDB is a NoSQL database. So you can perform CRUD operation, basically create, read, update and delete. So this is the CRUD operation. Next is unit 8, modern web technologies. Basically it's a front end framework that helps to create a front end, and it's a boilerplate, you can say. Okay, so multiple things are created by default, just you have to write it or call that functions. And virtual DOM increases performance. Next is backend. Backend I also already told you, backend you can use JavaScript, PHP and Python. Got it? Next is API. Basically API is a protocol that helps to access the service of particular website. All right, so basically it's a two type of API. First is RESTful API and second is GraphQL. So you can also create this API using JavaScript, Python or PHP. Got it? Next is web security. So the web security is a main part of our course. So where we will learn about the web security and how we can secure our websites, how we can maintain our security. So this is the basic part of our website security. So you have to focus on it, learn deeply. So there is a multiple type of security and bugs. So password hashing, authentication and authorization, and more. Okay, so there are threats. Threats are SQL injection, XSS, CSRF, and NoSQL injection, JWT attack. Okay, so there are a multiple attack we will cover in the OWASP top 10. Now emerging web trends, like you can like you already knows there are a cloud platform that helps to host your website. Okay, and you have to learn also about the cloud like AWS and Azure to test your web targets. Okay, so it is helps to enhance your skills in the web application, so you have to learn it. So there is a PWA, means progressive web apps, offline capable web apps, and serverless computing like AWS Lambda, Azure functionality, cloud hosting, AWS, GCP means Google, and Azure is Azure for Microsoft, AWS for Amazon. Now AI and chatbots in the web application, so you can also use the prompt injection and a lot of attacks inside the chat box. So the next is web standard and accessibility. So W3C define the web standard, and WCAG web content accessibility guidelines. Semantic HTML helps screen reader, and the SEO basics means keyword, how we can rank your website. So this is the SEO basics. Now the last is web development and maintenance. So domain registration and web hosting, version control, and CI/CD pipeline to automate deployment. And the next is performance optimization. So basically this course is Well, this is the short definition of the web technology. We will learn each and everything later with deep and clearly with a diagram and particular practical things. Okay, so I hope you got something from this video, and if you get valuable and if you have any suggestions, so please leave in the chat box, so I will try to solve it or I will try to perform it on the live stream. So if you have any query or if you have any uh, suggestions, so just give me on my chat box. So I hope you got something valuable. So we will meet in next video. Bye bye.